The end of that last video was a hot mess. So I want to explain. So look at these examples. I covered up this because it was kind of weird because they had already shown the work and it's hard to explain. So let's say we were given this. I was given that this is 87 degrees, this is 34 degrees, and I didn't know this angle S, okay? I didn't know that angle. Okay. Now, we're also given that this is 34 and 59. Now you go, well, I don't have two angles congruent to two angles, but guys, we know the triangle angle sum. So we can figure out what this other angle is, and you could do it on this triangle as well. That's what this work is. Then figuring out what this other angle is. Of course, angle S you find is 59 degrees, which matches angle Z. So we have enough information. That's what this is meaning. So just wanted to explain that. It's not always going to be so clear cut like note card 180 where you see both the angles. Sometimes you have to use the triangle angle sum theorem to figure out what that third angle is. All right, so note card 181, triangle similarity shortcut example. So there's two examples on this note card. If you can fit them on one side, great. If you need to go to the back, do one on the front, one on the back, that's fine too. So we need to figure out if these triangles are similar. Are they similar? So that's something that we need to figure out. We need to look at this first one and go, what do we have given? You'll see that there's no angle. So we're going to have to go with side, side, side similarity, but we cannot just assume because some of these answers are going to be, no, they're not similar, okay? So we're going to have to check all the sides to see if they're in proportion. Okay, so I've copied this over to my whiteboard because it's easier to write on. So here we go. And, they're not even telling me how to start this. They don't have colors like the examples I did for you. So you have to realize, think about moving this around. So that would go there, I believe. And then this would match with that one. And so my colors here do mean something. And that's what I'm going to try first. Now, if it doesn't work out, I can try to think about moving this around another way. But I'm going to check the 48 over 8. So CB to GF. So 48 over 8, and I'm going to type that in my calculator. 48 over 8, which is a nice, pretty 6. So then in green, I'm going to check, I would need to do 84 over 14. 84 over 14. And guys, I get 6, so it's looking good. And then in purple or lavender, I'm going to do 72 over 12. So I got to follow suit and be intuitive, and I get 6. So guys, these sides are in proportion. 6 and 6 and 6. We get the same ratio. So that means I can conclude that these triangles are similar. Okay, so yes, these are similar by the side, side, side similarity postulate. So that's the reason. Now I need to finish up the similarity statement. They started with CBA. So CBA. So I'm going to have to go FGH. All right. So what about this? Oh, the bell. What about this one on the right side? All right. So let's think about what we're given. We've got two sides. And my only options are side, side, side similarity, side similarity, and angle, angle. So what else do I see? Well, I see vertical angles. So I know that those two angles are congruent. So guys, we're looking at a side angle side situation. We have a side right here, and we have an angle, and we have another side right here. So this is a side angle side. So I already have that those two angles are congruent, so I'm good there. I just have to check the proportion of those two sides. Now this green would go here, I believe. And you've got to just think about looking at one triangle and rotating it around to match the other one. And so I'm going to try out these side proportions. Okay, so let's do the purple. I'm going to do 49 over 8 and see what that is. And I've got to write it exactly as it is. I don't want to round because these have to be exactly the same in order for them to be in proportion. And then the green, if I started with 49, I've got to start with 28 over 14. And that's 2. 28 over 14 is 2. So that is not matching. So I need to regroup and try different. Okay, so maybe I could just do this. All right, so now that didn't work. And guys, this is going to happen to you. I'm going to try the